There is one question that you need to ask yourself before embarking on any sort of fitness journey, whether it's weight loss, muscle gain, etc. And I wonder, have you asked it of yourself yet? Hi guys, Certified Nutrition Coach Samantha Souza here. I specialize in helping people end the cycle of yo-yo dieting for good. And today I want to talk about a topic that came up in last week's support call with my clients in my Diet Destroyer program. If you would like to know more about the program, go ahead and check out all my links down below, especially on Instagram in the highlights. There's a ton of information about the program there specifically. But before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe to this video if you haven't already. You done? All right. I wanted to bring up this issue that we talked about in last week's support call about the idea of being self-aware when embarking on any sort of fitness journey. And I think the most important question to ask is, are you an abstainer or are you somebody who lives as a moderator, or like somebody who can do moderation? So for now, we'll just call it abstainer or moderator. And it's so important to ask yourself this question when embarking on a fitness journey, whether it's ketogenic like my clients do, if it fits your macros, or high carb, low fat, whatever it is that you're doing, there's going to be adjustments that need to be made in order to achieve a body composition, right? Because obviously if you just kept doing what you were doing, then your life doesn't really need to change, and you're probably already living in a life that is giving you the physical manifestation that you're looking for. But most people need to make some changes in their lifestyle in order to accomplish a change in their physique. I just want to remind you guys that the amount of effort that you're about to put in is going to be directly correlated with the outcome of the change. So if you're only going to put in 20% effort, you're only going to get a 20% change. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. It's so important to ask yourself, am I an abstainer or am I a moderator? Because it will really help you have a smoother ride along any of your journeys, whatever path you decide to take in terms of your physical fitness. So an abstainer is somebody who cannot even look at what they're not supposed to be having. If you are giving up junk food, processed food, cookies, if you're somebody on a ketogenic lifestyle and you're trying to say bye to processed sugars and refined carbohydrate, things like that. An abstainer has an easier go of their journey just flat out ignoring and not even having any of those things. The second they invite those things into their life, then they go down a very slippery slope, and then it's just this endless cycle, yo-yo feel of feeling out of control. They actually feel more in control when they just put the blinders on and they fully abstain. Then there are moderators. Moderators are people who don't feel the motivation to keep going, and they are constantly triggered by wanting those things. They actually feel calmed down in that urge and that desire and that lust for those things that they are not supposed to be having on whatever protocol that they're on. They actually have that feeling squashed a little bit when they do allow themselves a little bit of something here and there. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, everything in moderation, right? That can be a slippery slope to an abstainer. They can't do everything in moderation because they lose control. Whereas a moderator feels out of control unless they know in their heads that they are allowed to have a little bit of something here and there. And as long as they can just get a taste, then they can be okay and keep going. These two types of people are completely different. There is not any, like, sometimes I'm a moderator, sometimes I'm an abstainer. I'm telling you right now, you might think you're one, you're really not. You might be an abstainer who thinks they're a moderator because you want to be able to have a little bite here and there, but if you were truly to look in the mirror, you would realize that every time you do that, you lose a little bit of your willpower and you feel weaker. Whereas a moderator feels a little bit weaker if they have to think of a lifetime of abstaining from something. They feel like that is insurmountable and they can't keep going and they can't maintain their motivation long term with that mindset. It's just two completely different types of people. And the sooner you look internally and acknowledge which one you are, the easier that your go will be, because instead of constantly negotiating of whether you should have something or shouldn't have something, when you know who you are and how you best operate, you'll be able to move forward quicker in that decision of, no, because I know I'm an abstainer, and as soon as I have a little bite of that, I'm going to lose my nerve. So I need to just keep on the path and keep going, and this is what I need to do. Whereas if you know, okay, you know what? I'm a moderator. I know that my long-term goal is far away, and that if I tell myself I can never have something, I won't reach my long-term goal. So I'm going to allow this one little thing, and it's going to make me okay. I will tell you right now, in my experience, more people are abstainers. It's much easier to be triggered by having a little taste of something. But it's not to say that moderators don't exist, because I have encountered clients like that in the past who actually feel very galvanized by what I call planned deviations, which is what most people out there in the fitness world and the health world call cheat days or cheat meals. I call them planned deviations. I don't like the phrase cheat meal because it implies that you're doing something wrong, and it implies that certain foods are bad, and I don't like either of those ideologies. I used to call them treat meals, but then that implies that the things that you eat the rest of the time are like not treats, which I think also has a negative relationship with food in that aspect. So I call them planned deviations. I think that when it's planned, you're in control, and it's just a deviation from what you normally do, and then that can change your mindset. I might do another video all about this as well. In my program, for example, every 4 weeks, even in a weight loss phase, my clients get a planned deviation. Go out and eat whatever you want. Don't worry about it. My program is a ketogenic specific program, but they can not eat keto, eat pasta, go do whatever you want to do, live your best life. And for a lot of clients, they find that they can keep that 4 weeks really tight and really clean and really perfect with their, macro assignments and what they're supposed to do, knowing that that's ahead of them and that they will have, sort of earned that meal. Whereas I have clients who decide that they don't want planned deviations because for them it's very triggering. Those are my abstainers. My moderators look forward to the planned deviation. They are super galvanized in their willpower, knowing that in 4 weeks I'm going to get that, planned deviation. They do better knowing that that's coming. Whereas I have the abstainers who feel like they rather just elect to not take up the planned deviation because they will get triggered, and it will only want them to crave all the things that they've gotten so good at not craving. So my abstainers don't do them because they elect not to. Knowing who you are will make your journey easier, because imagine if you are really an abstainer and you elect to act like a moderator, you're going to be triggering yourself unknowingly. Or maybe even knowingly and just being self-sabotaging because you think, okay, I'll try it. And you might not know right now which you are. You might have to do a little trial and error, but I guarantee you watching this, you're sitting there going, oh, that's me, to one of these things. So there's not a right or wrong way, but the only disservice you would be doing to yourself is not asking the question before embarking. Because once you know, then you can really galvanize your mentality and make your goal, your weight loss journey, your fitness journey more productive and less of an emotional roller coaster. I hope this short and sweet video helped you, and let me know in the comments down below if it did. If you want to know more information about how to end the cycle of yo-yo dieting for good, I have an absolutely free training down below that you can register for today, and I give away a huge secret that I usually just give to clients, but I give it to you no holds barred down in the training below, so don't miss that. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time on my channel. Also, let me know what videos you'd like me to make next. I always want to help you. It is my life's purpose and pleasure to help you on your fitness journey. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.